Hogwarts Legacy is without a doubt the best Harry Potter game we've ever had, and judging by the incredible sales, Warner Brothers and developer Avalanche Software definitely have a lot of plans around the corner. In today's video, we're going to be going over absolutely everything we know about the future of Hogwarts Legacy, and when we should expect anything added to the game. Now everyone is focused on when the next update for Hogwarts Legacy is coming, and not just the small patches and bugs they've been addressing, but actual new content added. It's a little hard to say right now, but given the slow activity on the Hogwarts Legacy Twitter page, and the lack of information given on future updates, I think we're going to be waiting at least a couple more months before we get anything confirmed. I think the reason for the lack of post-launch content is the fact that Avalanche is still hard at work on the 8th generation console ports, and has the difficult task of essentially downgrading the release version of the game and somehow getting it to function on the Xbox One or the PS4. We do know that the 8th generation console versions were delayed because of their performance issues, and currently we have a date of May 5th for the PS4 and Xbox One releases, with the Nintendo Switch version supposed to come out in July. Now, despite all the delays the developers experienced while making the game, some members of the Hogwarts Legacy community have noticed that certain parts of the game feel rushed, and I'd bet 100 galleons that the developers had loads of ideas that had to be dismissed so they could avoid any more delays. Hogwarts Legacy took 5 years of development, and with the 9th generation consoles coming out in late 2020, it makes a lot of sense that things had to be cut in order to get the game out, even with the numerous delays it had. Things missing like Quidditch, locations we can't visit, werewolves, dementors, learning the Patronus charm, and potentially so much more. My last Hogwarts Legacy video actually focuses on everything I dislike about the game, a lot of it about what isn't included, so do be sure to check that out at the end of this video. With regards to Quidditch though, we do actually have some massive news confirmed, but not exactly what we'd expect. On the 17th of April, Warner Brothers Games announced a new game, Harry Potter Quidditch Champions, a multiplayer team competitive Quidditch game currently in development, with applications for playtests announced too. This now makes so much sense as to why Quidditch isn't included in Hogwarts Legacy. They just ultimately wanted to make it into its own game.
Hello, I like money.
I, for one, being a big fan of the 2003 game Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup, I'm incredibly excited for this. The fact this is also multiplayer, in my eyes, is also a huge win. Just imagine playing with 6 of your friends, creating a full Quidditch team. It's something we all until recently could only imagine. I will leave a link down in the description as well so you can apply for those playtests yourself. By the way guys, if you're enjoying this video so far, don't be a muggle and be sure to wave your wand over that like and subscribe button, as it would really help this wizard out. So what does the future hold for Hogwarts Legacy? Will they add updates to the game, like new missions, new cosmetics and more, or will they just leave it as it is after the console and Nintendo Switch versions drop? We do have some idea of what's coming, with many also speculating, and a lot of the community have been asking for the possibility of a New Game Plus mode, especially after the recent release of the New Game Plus mode from God of War's Ragnarok. Many players are hoping for something that would let us restart the game with all of our spells and upgrades, as well as possibly being able to use the unforgivable curses right at the beginning of the game. A lot of time spent in Hogwarts Legacy is learning new skills, so being able to start the game over again with everything already included would be a really cool addition, especially if that means we'll get harder enemies, different attack patterns, perhaps even some fresh quests and more. Fingers crossed on that one, and I personally think they'd be foolish not to add it in, especially for those PC players who have already completed the game. There are also rumours that the House Cup system within the game could be addressed, and for those who haven't completed the game yet may just want to skip the next 30 seconds. At the moment, although the actual House Cup points never rise in full, something else they should address, at the end of the main storyline and once you reach level 34, the true ending of the game shows that whatever house you're in wins the House Cup, thanks to your own recent heroic actions. This annoyingly negates any points teachers have given you throughout the year, and the community have been quick to point this out. Rumour has it that potentially a new House Cup system could be implemented, introducing a multiplayer mechanic. There could be specific multiplayer quests that you complete with your friends, where over time the entire Hogwarts Legacy player base earns the house's points, and at the end of the year the winner is announced to everyone, perhaps resulting in some form of reward. I do really like the idea of this, particularly to strengthen the community and get people playing again, but I don't personally think it will happen, as it's a huge endeavour to undertake. I may be wrong though, and I seriously hope I am. As far as I'm concerned, a second Hogwarts Legacy game is definitely coming in the next 5 years, and from reports has already been given the go-ahead. For those that didn't hear, HBO and Warner Brothers recently announced a 7-season series of Harry Potter, where each season is going to cover one of the books, so the Harry Potter franchise is only going to continue to grow. There is even the possibility that the games and future series will connect somehow, but I really hope this isn't the case, as personally I want new stories, not a continuing rehash of the story we already know so well. So to kind of recap when the next Hogwarts Legacy update is coming, my best bet is shortly after the release of the PS4, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch versions, but do let me know your thoughts in terms of a timeline, but also what you would love to be added to the game. I shall see you wizards in the next one, and why not watch my next video about 10 things I hate about Hogwarts Legacy. Until then.